and welcome to Catching Up with James Courtright, the weekly news show where I help you catch up on the crazy stuff that's happened this week. I'm James Courtright. Let's get to the news. President Obama was in Seattle as part of a Pacific firewall strategy to keep reliably blue states blue. He will be promoting Patty Murray's re-election campaign for U.S. Senate. I support Patty Murray's campaign because I'm a Democrat. Also, because if Dino Rossi is elected for Senate, I lose my health care. Because my dad is a Gulf War veteran and Dino Rossi wants to cut veteran health care. Obama was in California also. Damn, not those F-15s again. Apple is working on an update on macOS 10 that will be released in summer 2011. The current version that is available right now is macOS 10 Snow Leopard. The new version that will be released in summer 2011 is macOS 10 Lion. The reason they named it after big cats is it's part of a marketing strategy to define the operating system's power, speed, and endurance. Microsoft is releasing a new operating system that follows the same marketing strategies as Apple. The new operating system is called Windows Sphinx. We all know about RickRolling, which is generally a digital bait and switch that tricks you into watching the music video of Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. But a Redditor in a computer class wrote an essay that included the words of the song to where if you read the first words of each line touching the left margin, you would read the chorus of the song. So to see the full essay, click the link on this 45 record. Go ahead. Click it. Takes you right to geekosystem.com where the article was found. Moving on from the jokes. Back to the Future is celebrating its 25th anniversary this week. Many things are being done to celebrate the 25 years. It's being released on the Blu-ray. And for those of you who are probably saying, but they can't put Back to the Future on Blu-ray. It was filmed in standard definition. Wrong. Back to the Future was filmed on 35mm film, which actually has a much higher resolution than 1080p HD. If you want to know more about 35mm film and its advantages over digital format, click the second link below. AMC Theaters is going to be releasing the movie for only 2 showings. And by the time you see this, I've already seen the first showing. I'm just going to say it was great, just because I've seen the movie on DVD, and seeing it as if it was released in 1985, it's probably going to be awesome. And now it's time for this week's Fail of the Week. Christine O'Donnell, the Republican Delaware candidate for the state Senate, failed this week during a debate with her Democratic opponent, Chris Coons, in various news networks like CNN and Fox News have shown her saying that her decisions on any legislation that is on her desk, she will decide what is the right thing to do based on the Constitution. It's a little hard to do if you don't know the whole Constitution. I myself find it hard to remember the whole Constitution, but I'm not running for U.S. Senate. Take a look.
Okay, one of those indispensable principles is the separation of church and state.
Okay, with that, very good dialogue. We appreciate that. Let's still move on so we can get to all the panelists and cover a number of areas. Chad Lyman, good from the newsroom, please, if you could ask that question, please.
Where in the Constitution is separation of church and state?
It is important to know whether you have on my side a candidate who believes and supports those things, and on the other side a candidate who's both unfamiliar.
Let me just clarify.
Please.
You're telling me that the separation of church and state is found in the First Amendment.
Government shall make no establishment of religion.
That's in the First Amendment.
All right, 8:15 here on 11:50 a.m. WDEL, you are listening.
Okay, I'll give her that. Separation of church and state, technically it is in the Constitution, but it's not phrased in that exact way. What separation of church and state means that the government can't say, I don't know, everyone in this country has to be Christian. Yeah, everyone in this country has to be Christian. No, the government can't do that. The First Amendment states that the government cannot impose a religion on the citizens. Then this happened.
What are your thoughts about repealing the 14th, the 16th, and the 17th Amendments?
17th Amendment I would not repeal. That's the amendment that puts the power to, for the state government to determine who represents you in Washington. I support that. I support the free election process of that. If you can, I'm sorry I didn't bring my Constitution with me. Fortunately, senators don't have to memorize the Constitution. Can you remind me of what the other ones are?
She forgot the 14th and 16th Amendments, which are amendments that are actually important to the party she's being favored by. The 14th Amendment says that anyone born in the U.S. is automatically naturalized and becomes a U.S. citizen. The 16th Amendment defines the government's ability to lay and collect taxes on income. So, Christine O'Donnell, you have won the Courts in Session Productions and Catching Up with James Courtright Fail of the Week Award for Week 42 of 2010. Congratulations. This has been Catching Up with you. Oh, before I go, if you want to see the full essay to the computer guy, the one who did the Never Gonna Give You Up thing, click the first link below. That's the real link. This has been Catching Up with James Courtright. I'll see you next time.
Order in the court.